بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. We greet you with Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And this brief video is being pre-recorded for the Imam Khomeini conference in Tehran in Iran. And I am not that familiar with the thought of Imam Khomeini rahimahullah, but I'm more familiar with the revolution which he presided over, which took place, I believe, in 1979. And I can speak on that revolution of Imam Khomeini, which brought about a regime change in Iran and its implications for the world of Islam. And I hope that this contribution of mine would be of some benefit and of some value for the conference, which is, I believe, an online conference. Now then, when the 1979 revolution took place, what happened was that it brought down one of the most powerful regimes in the world of Islam, the regime of the Shah of Iran, who was supported by the Western world with all the weapons that he needed, all the technical advice that he needed, everything that he needed, the Western world gave it to him, because the Western world did not want to see Islam re-emerge in Iran. They preferred to have a secular nationalist regime in charge of Iran, rather than an Islamic revolution. And the Western world also supported the Shah in his repression of the Iranian people through the internal Savak, or the intelligence agency, the Savak. And there was endless torture in Iran. I was a student at the Graduate Institute of International Studies in Geneva in 1979, doing a PhD in international relations. And as a senior PhD student, I was allowed a desk in a building close to the Palais des Nations, the United Nations building in Geneva. And I had someone sharing a room with me who was from Iran and who was a critic of the Shah. And he told me that what the Savak did was to catch hold of his brother and then send a message to him that unless and until you give up yourself to us, we will torture your brother. And this was the nasty way in which the regime of the Shah operated. And we have endless evidence of the same methodology being applied today in so many parts of the world of Islam. Endless torture of those who oppose the current regimes in the world of Islam. And the Shah was doing this with the support of the Western world. Imam Khomeini was successful in causing the world of Iranian people, regardless of whether they were religious or not, of rising up in a spontaneous regime change, a spontaneous popular uprising, which was successful. I don't know how many were killed by the Shah and his regime in order to suppress that revolution. Maybe 1 million or more died. I don't know how many. But the important thing was that the Imam Khomeini showed the way how to bring down an oppressive regime with his popular revolution, a popular uprising. The same thing that happened in Iran was copied in Bangladesh 30, 40 years later, when the regime of, her name I believe is, I can't remember her name now in Bangladesh, Hasina, who was oppressing the people of Bangladesh. Those who were supporting the Islam in Bangladesh were the ones being killed by the internal oppressive regime. The Bangladeshi equivalent of the Savak. And the people of Bangladesh copied the methodology of Iran and of Imam Khomeini, and they gave their lives, and eventually the regime crumbled, and Hasina had to flee the way the Shah had to flee from Iran. And so we have a method now from Imam Khomeini and from the Islamic Revolution in Iran of how to bring down oppressive regimes. When you have generals who are Yankee puppy dogs oppressing a people and getting popular political leaders to be imprisoned, and they will stay in prison forever because they are too great a threat to the regime. You know who I'm speaking about. I'm speaking about of Imran Khan in Pakistan. So the lesson for us that Imam Khomeini has left is that if you want to free your country, like for example Pakistan, which has never been free from the day it was born to this day, those who control the Pakistan armed forces, they control the country, and every Pakistani knows that I'm speaking truthfully. If you want to bring freedom to your country, if you want to liberate your people, you have to engage in a popular uprising similar to that which Imam Khomeini brought in Iran, similar to that which Bangladesh used to remove the regime of Hasina. This is all that I need to speak on the subject of the legacy of Imam Khomeini. May Allah have mercy on his soul. Thank you. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.